Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ride or Die Canines. We're sitting here with the 5-week-old baby and Royce pups. We're cleaning out their whelping room right now because they have made a disaster in there. And so we got them out in one of the dog kennels. We've cleaned it out and mopped it out with bleach. As you can see, they're destroying it. They've been out here 5 minutes. And they're already making looks like a tornado has gone through there already. But what this video is about is why it's so important and why you really need to go find a reputable breeder if you are looking for a specific trait in your dog that you want to be great around your family, great around other animals. You know, if you want to do service work and you think you're just going to go buy a nice looking dog and make it a service dog, it's very important not only to find a good bloodline, and don't get me, you know, the bloodline alone here is already setting you up for success. These are dogs that are proven generation after generation to be great around kids, around animals, around elderly people. We take Royce through nursing homes, hospitals, stuff like that fairly regularly. Have strangers coming up to him all the time, putting their hands all over him, petting them, loving on them, giving them treats. Nothing phases them. You know, and if you're looking for a dog that you need to guarantee is going to be mentally sound around all of those things, not only do you have to find a reputable bloodline, but you need to find a reputable breeder that knows how to set your puppy up for success from day one. You guys know, if you've been watching the videos for a while, we start early neurological stimulation from the 3rd day they're born, before their ears and eyes are even open. What that does is desensitizes them to being on their back, playing with their paws, playing with their private areas, their ears, in between their toes, grabbing on their tails, holding them upside down. That increases lowers their heart rate, lowers their blood pressure, and increases their lifespan. It's been proven. Look up the studies. It has a direct impact of overall health in the dog for its entire life. Putting them on ice cold rags and making them walk off of it, you know, having a 3-day-old puppy already understand that it's on a cold surface that it doesn't like to be at, and to get off, it has to make decisions that are from a stable place, that it doesn't freak out, scream, and cry, but it thinks enough to realize it can just walk off. You know, it can't see, it can't hear, all it can do is smell. And it has, you know, the basic understanding already that all it needs to do to get out of that bad situation is to walk away. And it doesn't need to panic. And that right there has a direct impact on nerve. We also start banging metal bowls together. I have a speaker that I play gunshots. I play motorcycle races. I play screaming people, kids screaming, kids playing. I play all these noises in the background, and this is all going on before their ears are open, because they can still feel the vibrations. You know, so that when their ears do open and they start hearing these things, it's just like every other day of the week. You know, it's nothing new to them. It's nothing to be alarmed about. And then also, you know, we have that runt. You see him in the back there? He's keeping up now. He's keeping up with everybody. So we stopped videotaping him the last couple videos because he was looking pretty bad, and his energy wasn't really satisfactory to me. I was very concerned about him, and I just didn't think it needed to be shown on camera. We weren't worried about, you know, finding him a home right now. He's always going to have a home here until the right person comes along. At this time, we're still not even going to be looking for anybody to get him in a home. You see him laying down now, but he honestly was the most playful one when we just came out here a few minutes ago. But everything comes down to what your breeder does. I mean, this right here, it doesn't seem like it, but this is actually socializing already to new environment. They've been in the whelping room, and that's all they've known for the first few weeks of their life. Yesterday they hit 5 weeks old. We brought them out here for the very first time. It was a new environment, and you could tell they've never been around it before. A few of them, as soon as you set them on the ground, they just stood still for a minute. Now, none of them freaked out, which is what we wanted. We wanted to make sure that none of them are going to panic and try and run away and hide in a a cornered area or a dark area or under something. Nope, they all stood right there, and I walked away, clapped my hands, made little kissy noises for them, and then all of a sudden they came right out of their shells. Their tails are up, their tails are wagging, they're hopping over to me. And another big thing that people don't think about is food aggression can start right here with the breeder. You know, I mean, what I do is I constantly make sure they have plenty of food. We don't always free feed them, but what I'm saying is when they do eat, and especially important with this litter because we have a runt that needs to work harder, you know, to eat. So at first we were feeding him on his own, but that had to end really quickly because right there I could set him up to feel like he needs to be alone when he eats, which could lead to food aggression. So I knew I could only do that for a very limited time. So what we did, we filled their food bowl up completely. We let them all eat together out of the same bowl. I have a little clip on my phone that I'm going to attach to the end of this video to show you what I do. And if ever they all just scarf it right down, what I immediately do is refill the food bowl right back up to the top. I never want them to clean the bowl and look like they're still hungry. So I fill it up, let them scarf it all down, and if they all scarf it down real quick, I fill it right back up until they're satisfied. Now when I see all the pups walking away and I see a half a bowl of food left, that's when I pull it up. Because I never want them to feel like they need to hurry up and eat faster than the next puppy next to them. Because that competitive attitude carries over into possessiveness. Same thing with toys. You know, they all need to know that they could share toys. So what do? You overwhelm them with a bunch of toys. So it kind of loses its value, which isn't what we do later on. But right now they need to know that nothing needs to be protected like that yet. You know, and that right there sets them up. They're not going to be resource guarding. They're not going to be food possessive. They're not going to be food aggressive. They're not, you know, these aren't dominant dogs that are trying to overpower the other one. I mean, you see the runt back there. He is as little and weak as it gets for this pack right here. Every one of them is much stronger. Now he's coming along. He's almost caught right up to him. But for the last couple weeks, he's been very weak. And I have not isolated him. I have not done anything. And you know, they could have very easily bullied and killed that dog. But they didn't. You know, they're protecting him. They're taking care of him. When it would get cold, you know, if the heater would cool down too much, they would huddle up and put him in the middle, keep him warmest, because obviously he's the smallest one. He needs more radiant heat around him to stay warm. We're also starting to crate train them. After I make this video, each dog is going to spend 5 to 10 minutes in the crate by themselves, right there in between the kennels. They're going to be looking, for this first couple days, they're going to be looking right at the kennel with the rest of the dogs in it. So they're going to know it's not a problem, everyone's still doing fine, and I'm going to go over and give a little treat about halfway through, and at the end, I'm going to open the door, and I'm going to give them a treat while they're in the crate again, and I'm just going to love all over them. I'm going to pull them out, put them back in the kennel with everybody else. We're going to do the same thing, and we're going to do that twice a day for the next couple days. We're already setting your dog up for success the first night home. When it goes in the crate, it's not going to have a panic attack. It's not going to be screaming for hours and hours like a lot of times happens when you bring new puppies home. You know, these are a lot of things that, you know, we charge a little bit extra for our dogs, but we give you more than any breeder is going to give you for that money. I mean, if you get a Hurricane dog from us, bully affiliated, Titletown Bullies, you are getting exactly what you pay for and then some. I mean, shipping's covered, your ear crop is covered, all your dogs are vaccinated, up to date. They're socialized heavily around other dogs. At 6 weeks old, we give them their shots. We don't take them out for the first 48 hours. We let it get through their system. And then we're taking them to pet stores. We're taking them everywhere we could possibly take them and socializing them around new environments to set them up for success, that when they get home, it's not anything new or scary to them. You are immediately able to just start bonding with your dog from day one. The way we set up the whelping box, they have an area where they all go to the bathroom in that area. They eat in one area, they sleep and play in one area, and they use the bathroom in another area. And that, as long as you keep that clean, that area, they'll always go back, because pack animals don't like to use the bathroom in their den. And a whelping box is a den to them. So what they do is they go isolate that area off. Now, if I didn't clean that regularly, if I wasn't keeping up on the sanitation area, they would start using the bathroom anywhere they could find a spot that was clean, and that would carry over to their food area, that would carry over to their play area. Now, don't get me wrong, they'll walk right in their food bowl and take a dump. It always happens. But for the most part, they're doing that. And what that is doing is setting them up for success. It's going to make that so much easier to potty train your dog. But, alright guys, this video is already getting pretty long. I'm going to cut it off here. If you have any questions, call me, 440-231-2334. Check us out online at rideordiecanines.com. You can email us at rideordiecanines@gmail.com. Also, this little guy right here on the left, he is going to be an identical clone of Royce. He was sold. The guy who had him picked out loved him to death, but he was really, really taken back by this little female back there. You know, the female I said was available with the white stripe on her face. Well, he seen her, and she just spoke to him. So he needed to switch his pick to that female. And so this little guy is back up for sale. We have that guy that's got his butt to us. He's going to look identical to Royce. Come here, puppy. There he is. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up? What's up, buddy? Nope. Baby's knocking the phone out of my hand. Look at how happy they all are. So, female with the solid blue female is available. And that little guy right there, he's going to look identical to Royce. I'm not understanding why the camera doesn't pick up the brindle, but I mean, his brindle is freaking identical to Royce. It's identical. Same with Bugsy. Same with Bugsy. He's a twin as well. He's just got the white paws. That's what separates him, and he's a little bit bigger. What's up, Bugs? What's up, Bugsy? Huh? What's up, Bugsy? Yeah. You can see Royce. See the color on him. That's exactly what your dog's going to look like. Look at him watching over his kids. Alright guys, I'm going to cut it off. I keep going on and on. Thanks for tuning in. Text, comment, email with questions you might have. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.